Hello there,
Hello.
it's Bec and Deb here with your weekly vlog. So this week we decided to do a vlog about feelings, but just before we start, as always, we want to let you know wherever you're watching this, there's lots and lots of ways to connect with us. So we're on YouTube as Dare to Be You. We have a website, daretobeyou.co.uk, where you can find out everything we're up to. We're on LinkedIn as Deborah Simmons, and we have a Facebook group, Dare to Be You with a purple heart. It'd be lovely to connect with you. So Deb's going to start by reading out the blog that she wrote on feelings. Okay, so this is what I wrote this week.
Have you ever felt sensitive? As if someone, or maybe even the world, is getting at you personally? I know I have, and if you are like me, you will know that it hurts. But in a very real way, that feeling is there to give us helpful information. Although it hurts, and we don't really like to hurt, it's actually our friend. It's there to tell us that we are taking something personally that simply isn't personal. A bit like an alarm clock that goes off in the morning so we aren't late. We might not like our alarm going off, but actually it's very helpful. I used to think that when I hurt in this way, that the feeling was coming from what the world or some other person was doing. So it made sense to work hard to protect myself from other people and the world so that I would feel better. But it just didn't work. I see now that that was because life doesn't work that way. That's not where the hurt feeling was coming from or what it was telling me. Understanding where my hurt feeling was coming from and what it was telling me changed everything. Imagine if your alarm clock sounded in the morning and you thought that it was telling you to stay asleep. It would just get more and more annoying that it kept going off. But if you got up and went about your day, the annoyance simply wouldn't arise. When we have a hurt feeling, it's our own personal inbuilt alarm clock to wake us up to what we are innocently doing. In this case, taking something way too personally. A hurt feeling is never coming from or telling us about other people or the world outside us. A hurt feeling can only ever come from within us, and it is there to tell us about what we are doing and guide us back to our good feeling. If we want to feel better, it's enough to recognise that simple fact. That alone will allow our bounce back ability, aka resilience, to kick in. As human beings, we have resilience built into our system. It's not something we can ever run short of. It's on tap. We always have what we need when we need it. Resilience shows up as new thought. Recognising where our feelings come from and what they are there to tell us creates space for new thought to be heard. It allows us to feel our resilience. Life is way less complicated than we make it. Life is way less personal than we make it. And life is way less serious than we make it. The most direct route to a happy life is through a good feeling. Understanding where our painful feelings come from is enough to bring us back to a good feeling. When we are in a good feeling, we aren't being sensitive or taking anything personally.
Thanks, Deb. So this is what I wrote. Sometimes I don't feel good enough. I hear someone ask a question and I don't think I know the answer. I hear someone share something and I think they are pointedly saying I should know better. Sometimes I feel like every action other people take or other words that they speak are about me, shaming me and highlighting my inadequacies. Sometimes I take things very personally. It hurts. I get lost. I feel alone and useless. Over the years that I've been part of this conversation, I've begun to see that I can trust life. I can trust that it only works one way. And when I notice that I'm taking something personally, I remember this. The system we are part of, the way that life works, is impersonal. That means that it works the same for everyone. And here is how it works. Our feelings are only ever telling us about ourselves. They're reminding us that the quality of our thinking isn't at its best. They are letting us know that in this moment we are in a cloudy mind. Whatever thoughts we are having, we do not need to trust that thought. The feeling is a very clear indicator that this is not the time to take that thought seriously. When we remember how our feelings are being created, thought in the moment, we do not need to do anything with that feeling. It's a bit like this. A couple, let's say June and Roger, were happily having a picnic on a beautiful day by the riverside. Suddenly there was a loud splash and a cry, "Help me!" The couple realised that someone was in the river, drowning and needing their help. They rushed over to help the person out of the water and onto the dry bank. No sooner had they helped the person out than they heard another splash and a cry, "Please help!" And they were wading into the water again to bring another person out. This went on for some time, with as many as 10 people gathered on the bank, shivering, wet and confused. Another 2 people were in the water when Roger suddenly shouted, "Aha!" and ran off. June was furious. Where is he going when these people need his help, she thought. 5 minutes passed and Roger returned with a big smile on his face. "Where have you been? I was struggling to help these people on my own." "I solved it," he replied. "I went to the source, upriver, and found where the people were falling in. I put up a sign saying 'Danger, river,' and now we can stop and relax." June looked at the river and there were no more people to help out. And that's the thing with feelings. We can spend all day wading in the feeling, trying to resolve the problem. As soon as we go upriver to where the feeling comes from, thought in the moment, we no longer need to wade in the water. What are our feelings telling us? That our thinking is of low quality and we do not have to entertain them. Look for the good feeling and follow that.
Thanks, Bec. So wherever it is that you're watching this, you'll be able to find us somewhere else. So we have a YouTube channel, Dare to Be You. We have a website, daretobeyou.co.uk. We have a Facebook group, Dare to Be You with the Purple Heart. And we are on LinkedIn under Deborah Simmons. So feel free to reach out to us and contact us in any way you wish to.
Thanks for watching.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.